What's up, everybody? We're going to talk about some sports today. Come on in, y'all. Share this. Let the folks know Pastor Dave Wright is on. What's up, man? D. Scott, what's up? Oh, come on, let's jump on in here, y'all. Church guys like sports too. Come on, Facebook Live, come on in. Instagram Live, come on in. Bishop Shelton, what's up, man? Y'all jump on in. Who else is there? Rochelle, come on. For another episode of Church Guys and Church Girls like sports too. Okay, Google, that's enough. Okay, Google. Thank you.
Happy to help.
Okay, Google, turn it off. So, this is another episode of Church Guys Like Sports 2. I'm glad you joined me, those of you that are on Instagram Live and those of you that are on Facebook Live. This is Pastor David Wright. Lolo, what up? This is Pastor David Wright and his new sports show, Church Guys Like Sports 2. All right? I don't want nobody to think I done lost my mind or I got on live another pastor that's venting and losing it and going off on the people. No, that's not what I'm doing. I'm just getting on here talking about sports. We got enough pastors that come on here and start bad mouthing and bashing and talk about folks. Social media is not my platform to do that. Face-to-face is my platform to do that. All right, but I'm on here just to talk about sports, all right? So as you scroll by and you see me and it look like I'm talking and I'm getting loud, I ain't talking about the kingdom. I'm not tearing down nobody because that's what people think that they're supposed to do on social media. But I'm just having fun. I'm talking about sports because I'm saved, sanctified, and I'm filled with the Holy Ghost, but I still love sports. All right, and we had our Men's Day on yesterday, and we had over close to 50 men in our church yesterday. And I like to portray to all of the men that when you come to church, it's a lie when they say there's no men in church or there's no real men in church. Sometimes we look at that. You look at coming to church, all the men are faggots or all the men are sissies or soft. But no. There are some real men in church that love God. There are some real men in church that ain't ashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ. And when you're a real man and you love God, that don't mean you can't love sports. So you can love God and love sports. You can say, Pastor, come on now with this word. The football game is on. All right? And the pastor can say, all right, come on now. This football game is on. We're going to shorten it. Don't sing another verse of the hymn. We got to get out of here. We ain't going to do all 4 verses. Let's do 2 verses so we can watch the game, Pastor Wright. All right? So that's why I'm on here. What up, Keith? That's why I'm on here. Church Guys Like Sports too. And we're on every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12 noon. Usually on Mondays I'm a little bit late because I've done preached and stuff on Sunday, but we're here. Amen. I love Jesus and I love sports. That's the order of God for a man. It's God, family, church, and sports. That's what it is. Jaquan Williams, what up, man? All right, so I got to get into the football. I got a lot to talk about. We're going to talk about boxing. We're going to talk about football. We're going to talk about basketball. My Knicks is on fire. All right, but I see these Patriot fans are on my live. I see y'all. These Patriot fans are on here, and they are talking, and they got a right to talk because it just seems like every year the Patriots run away with the AFC East. And I know they're gonna talk about my Jets. They're gonna badmouth my Jets. The Jets had that game yesterday. But we lost it in the last minutes. But I'm gonna talk about the Patriots. I'm gonna give the Patriots their props. Patriots are the Patriots are like the San Antonio Spurs were. They just find ways to win. And you sleep on them all you want. Their quarterback is 85 years old. I think their coach suffers from some kind of mental disorder because he don't hardly want to talk to nobody, Bill Belichick. And they got a alcoholic for a tight end, Gronkowski. But they find ways to win. You sit back and you chill for the rest of the season. You look up in the playoffs, there go New England. They there. I can't remember a year where the New England Patriots have not been in the Super Bowl. Not the Super Bowl, in the playoffs. And I'm gonna help your Patriots. I can't stand the Patriots. Please know that, Bishop Shelton. I can't stand your Patriots. Who else over here talking about the Patriots? Who else over here? Xavier Henry. I can't stand your Patriots. Eddie Hayward. I cannot stand the Patriots. But I got to give you props. Got to give you props. So this is where my problem is. I'm coming because the Dallas Cowboys. I'm coming for y'all too. Y'all didn't play yesterday. Y'all played Thursday, and I had to deal with Cowboy fans all weekend long. Let me tell y'all something. Why are the Dallas Cowboys America's team and not the New England Patriots? Can you tell me, Jesse? Oh no. Wait a minute. This is my brother down in Atlanta now. He's one of the reasons that I play the organ today. Jesse Moore was an organist for our church when we first started Grace Tabernacle in 1990 and 1991. Jesse Moore is one of the greatest organists I ever heard play in my life. That's my sister Shanae's brother. That's Donnie's wife, Donnie's brother-in-law. I love Jesse. But Jesse, I cannot believe you are a Cowboys fan. You are from Queens and Brooklyn. Jesse, you went to St. John's Fire Baptized Holding It. You Fire Baptized. You can't be Fire Baptized and a Cowboys fan. I cannot believe you, Jesse Moore. I'm talking to Jesse Moore. He done moved down to Atlanta, and now he done changed. Now he done changed down, and he a Cowboy fan. The devil is a liar. I call you to come from among them Cowboys. Come from out them Cowboys. Y'all don't live in Dallas. Y'all do not live in Dallas. Your Cowboy fans kill me. Oh my God. You see, they throw me off because they calling the Cowboys America's team, but they ain't won nothing in 20 years. How come they won't call New England Patriots American team? The Patriots ought to be the America's team. Oh no. Ain't no way. How you a Cowboy fan? You from New York. You ought to at least go for the New York Giants. Or at least go for the Giants. If you ain't going to rep the Jets, rep the Giants. My cousin Spencer Junebug is on here. He from Atlanta, and he ain't got much to root about neither because the Atlanta Falcons got whipped on yesterday by them Baltimore Ravens. They call it the Battle of the Birds. Yeah. And I don't think the Falcons will ever win a Super Bowl. I just don't think so. Because they had that one against New England. They gave it away. But New England, I want to give it up to teams fail to realize that they can't be afraid of Brady. Got to respect his arm, but if you stay in his face, mobility and... you're right, Ted. You are absolutely right. They got to hit... The only way you're going to beat New England, you got to hit that Tom Brady. He's old. He is old. Tom Brady is 85 years old. He's going to take one good hit. He's going to take one good hit, and that's going to be it for him, like Peyton Manning. He took that hit on that neck, and it was over. All right, Spence, that's all right. You're a Steeler fan. I'm going to get to your Steeler fans, too, because the Steelers didn't look too good yesterday. Oh, Big Ben. Oh, Big Ben. But I think the Steelers got robbed yesterday. They got robbed. But, Ted, you are absolutely right. You got to hit that Tom Brady. I don't care if you hit him late. You can hit him late if you want, but hit him. Hit him in his mouth. That's what the Cowboys did to Drew Brees the other night. Drew Brees thought he was going to go back there and have a fun time, and them Cowboys hit him in the mouth every time they could. Hit them quarterbacks in the mouth. And you know what? They changing all of these rules. Everybody else is playing real football, but the quarterbacks is playing flag football. You can't hardly hit the quarterback no more. Tell that to Lawrence Taylor in 1980s. Because Lawrence Taylor, he ate quarterbacks for breakfast. Thank you, Ted. Ted can't stand the cowgirl. He called them the cowgirls. But Ted, you know, ever since they won Thursday, they act like they won the Super Bowl already. Jesse, hear me? Ever since the Cowboys won Thursday night, they act like they won the Super Bowl. Lemaine Fisher from my church, he started talking about, oh, we are locked for the Super Bowl. And all they did was win a regular season game on a Thursday night. They beat the Saints. The Saints, and Saints is a good team. But that's what that is. The Patriots are going to continue to ball. I don't think they're going to win the Super Bowl. I highly doubt that. But they are balling. I can't take it away from that Tom Brady, man. I don't know what he got in his lunchbox, but that man is balling. For him to be, realistically, I think Tom Brady's like 42 years old. For him to still be balling like this at 42 years old, is something else. And did y'all know that Tom Brady is a 1,000-yard rusher now? Can't stand them Patriots. They're the two teams I can't stand the most. The Cowboys and the Patriots. Matter of fact, I hate the Patriots more than I hate the Cowboys. Because the Patriots, they cheat. Belichick cheated yesterday. Did y'all see that? Belichick had one of his defensive linemen to fake an injury. They were already winning the game. Bishop, they're cheaters. Belichick had his defensive player to fake an injury on the floor so he can look at the screen and see if they got that first down, and then he threw the red flag to challenge the play. He got that guy on the other team so mad they wanted to fight him. Patriots got to stop that cheating. They got to stop it. Yeah, man. The Patriots remind me, well, they say I cheat in spades, but I don't cheat in spades. I just find other ways to win. That's what the Patriots do. They find little ways that ain't quite right to win. All right? No, it ain't an excuse. The Patriots be cheating. Them Patriots cheat. Belichick is a cheating somebody. Good God Almighty. I think, and how come he wear that old hoodie all the time? It's something to that hoodie. I think he got little microphones and speakers in that hoodie, and he can hear what the other teams what the play calls are going to be. Sister Grant, I do not cheat in spades. I find ways to win. And that's not cheating. It's only cheating if you get caught cheating. And they got it on videotape. If you ain't got the videotape, then I ain't cheating. Now, let me talk about the Steelers. The Steelers, y'all had this game yesterday, Steelers. And I don't know who y'all upset. I don't know which one of them referees y'all got mad. But I've never seen 3 penalties at the end of a game that made the field goal go closer, 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 and closer. Y'all got to tell me how that happened, Steeler fan. Danny, I know you mad. Because I cannot believe the Steelers lost that game yesterday. They were winning. They were up 16 points. They never lost the lead that high at home. Never. But they lost yesterday. They went to kick a field goal, offside. I said, all right. They went to kick another field goal, offsides again. I said, get out of here. They went to kick another field goal, another offsides again. I said, what is going on? The Steelers, oh my goodness. And y'all been doing good. But right at the end of them games, y'all can't pull it off, man. Big Ben, I don't know, man. I kind of don't like Big Ben's attitude. He act like he's above all the teammates and stuff. Like they can't say nothing to him, but he can say something to everybody else. Steelers had that game. And they better be careful before they get Mike Tomlin fired. They firing folks. Listen to me. They firing folks. All right? Yeah, they ain't had no timeouts there. You gotta, I blame that on Tomlin. You gotta save some timeouts for the end of at least one. Save at least one, because you never know what's gonna happen. Ricky, I know you ain't no doggone Cowboys fan. Pastor Ricky Richardson, a Cowboy fan, and you live in Virginia, in New York? Oh my God. The blood of Jesus. The blood of Jesus. The blood of Jesus. What makes these people all over the world Cowboy fans? Is it their colors? Is it because they wear blue and white, or blue, silver, and white? What is it? Somebody, y'all gotta help me. Y'all help me. Because y'all ain't Cowboy fans because they winning. You're not Cowboy fans because they win. Somebody help me. Why are some... Jasper Willis lives in Virginia. Cowboy fan. No, I ain't talking about the fight yet. I'm going to talk about that last. My friend, Pastor Ricky Richardson, lives in Virginia. Cowboy fan. Don't you start that, Ricky, talking about they got the Star of Bethlehem. Don't you come here with that, follow the star foolishness. Somebody else told me that mess. No. They ain't got no... you ain't following the Cowboys because no doggone star. That ain't no Star of Christ. That's the Jerry Jones star. That ain't no Star of Christ. That is not the Star of Bethlehem. I don't get it, Ted. I got a friend up here, Prophet Byron Harton. Been in New York for all I can remember. And he been a Cowboy fan since 1967. I don't understand it. I got to do my history on this because I got to figure out why all these folks is Cowboy fans. And they ain't never even, some of them ain't never even been to Dallas. Quadri Salters, one of the baddest musicians in the world. He ain't from Dallas. He go to the Cowboy games. He go to a lot of Cowboy games. But I want to know, how did he become a Cowboy fan? When I was a kid growing up, I liked the Giants. I liked wherever I was from. I don't understand it, man. I don't understand it. And they ain't ashamed of it neither. They walk around wherever they are with their Cowboy stuff on. They walk around with it. I don't get it. Y'all got to explain that to me. But the Steelers got robbed yesterday, and they got to be careful. Now, all right, I hear you, Rick, but I don't understand how y'all become Cowboy fans. I don't understand it. They was the team in the 90s, but they ain't won nothing in 20 years. I don't get it. So I got to talk about the Green Bay Packers, y'all. Oh, them poor Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, can you hear me? Are you okay? And I'm coming to the Panthers. Beverly, I'm coming to your Panthers. Y'all lost 4 games in a row. But let me talk about these Green Bay Packers. Listen to me. Aaron Rodgers, he got a different kind of authority out there in Green Bay. Can I tell you something? There was a play maybe about 3-4 weeks ago when a guy fumbled the ball and he was supposed to take a knee. Aaron Rodgers went off on the boy. Next day, the boy got cut because he ran back to punt and he wasn't supposed to do that. Yesterday, that coach wasn't doing quite what Aaron Rodgers wanted him to do. And you know what? Listen to me. Green Bay has never fired a coach during the season. They always wait till after the season. You know what they did to Mike McCarthy, whatever the coach name is? They fired that dude right after the game. He got fired while he was still in the stadium. Do you hear me? They didn't even let him go home. He was doing his press conference. And somebody came, while he doing, well, we had a rough game, they're not going to show the hate, buddy. Come here. You've been fired. They fired that dude right after the game. Are you kidding me? I wish it was me. I wish it was me. No, hold on. I do have a Giants cup. I'm not against the Giants. I don't hate the Giants. I'm all for New York. I like the Jets better. So I'm all for New York. I want the Giants to win. But I don't want them to be better than my Jets. I'm a realist. I'm a Jets fan. And my second team is the Giants. I got on New York Giant pants. Look at it. I represent the Giants. I got on New York Giants pajama pants. I ain't against the Giants, but I just like the Jets better. And I can't stand that the Giants won't get rid of that stupid, retarded Eli Manning. I'm pro-Giants and Jets, but I'm more so for the Jets. But I wish, if I was the coach and you gonna fire me and I'm still, you see, you can't do that to us. Black people get fired different. You hear me? You don't fire a black person on the premises. Them white folks can deal with that. You ain't gonna do that to me. You better call me when I get home. You better send me an email. You better do something. You better wait till everybody clear out. I'm gonna talk about tonight's game, Drew. Philly, the Eagles and the Redskins. I got you. You better wait till the stadium clear out, because you better not try to fire me and I'm still in the stadium. If you fire me and I'm still in the building, the whole building getting fired. Everybody getting fired. They fired that dude when the clock struck 0 on the fourth quarter. Everybody, man, they go to the locker room and they didn't wait for him to go home. They didn't wait for him to get in his car. Next thing they know, it said 0, 0, 0 on the clock, and they say, Green Bay Packers have fired their coach. Let that be me. Or any one of my black brothers that I know. Let it be. Do that. Let it be my brother Danny or my brother Donnie, Derek or Doyle. Let any black man you know. You fire me while I'm still there. And everybody else is still there. I'm going back on that field. Hey, y'all. Tear this sucker down. Blow it up. If you fire me and I'm still there, I'm firing everybody. You better believe it. That's not how you do that. You let him go home, sit there with his wife and talk, let him go home, and then call him back the next day or Tuesday or something. Hey, come into the office. coming to headquarters. We're going to go a different route. You know, the season ain't going the way we don't usually fire folks during the season, but we're going to go a different route, coach. So we're going to let you go. That's how you do it. You don't fire nobody right after the doggone game, in between the doggone press conference. Aaron Rodgers did that. Because as soon as Aaron Rodgers, in that fourth quarter, Aaron Rodgers called the owner and said, this is discount double check. Fire him. Fire coach right now. I said I wanted to go deep. He wanted to go short. And it didn't work out. We fire him now or you're going to lose me. They fired him on the spot. I wish, oh my goodness. I wish. Imagine Pittsburgh Steelers firing Mike Tomlin at the stadium right after the game with them big old Omar Epps eyes. Imagine that. It's going to be a different way. See, you got to be careful when you fire us. You got to have a meeting on how you're going to fire us first. Anybody black that gets fired, there's been a meeting on how they're going to handle you. You don't just fire black folks. They huddle up and they say, hey guys, look, we think about getting rid of James or Leroy. We think about getting rid of Leroy, but we got to do it right. We got to do it right because he's going to bring all his cousins up here and all that stuff. You know how they do. So let's do it right. Let's send him an email. I'm telling you, because that's where Mike Tomlin is from, Virginia. If they fired Mike Tomlin like that in Pittsburgh, them folks in Newport News, Virginia, you absolutely right. They coming to Pittsburgh. You did what? We're going to march and we're going to talk about Coach Lives Matter. We're going to find something to march about. Black folks get fired different. You know how they fired Craig on Friday. You know how they fired him? He got fired on his day off. You better, don't you fire me and I'm still there. First of all, don't fire me, because look, you fire me because the coaches and the players, I believe they get paid game by game. Imagine you firing me and I ain't got my check yet for the game I just coached. Yo, where my check? You gonna fire me? Where my check? In the mail? No, go get it out the mail and put it in my hand. If you don't put it in my hand, I'm taking everything in here that look like it's worth something. You know how we do. When we get fired, we start taking stuff that don't belong to us. I've been picking up grass. I took the field goal post. I said, give me every football in the building. I want the hot dogs. I want the burgers. I want everything you got in the concession stand. You gonna fire me right here? And this is where I'm gonna act out. Right where you want to act out, that's where I'm gonna act out. Don't you do that. Oh no, I had to get rid of a musician before, but I ain't do it on no Sunday. Not on no Sunday morning. I ain't do it on no Sunday, and if I did, it wasn't meant to be like that. I didn't do it while they were there, because can you imagine if you imagine, and this, I got fired on a Sunday morning one time. I was young. I was 19 years old. And the pastor, he had nerve enough to fire me before service. He gonna fire me. He gonna bring me up to his office. Old man, he dead now. I was 19 years old, young. I was just learning how to play. I was making $250 a week. They paid me in singles every Sunday. And he gonna call me up to his office 10 o'clock in the morning. He said, he's old. I ain't gonna call him name. Brother Wright, we're gonna let you go. But we still need you to play the service. I'm like, oh, really? I'm 19. I ain't mature now. So he fired me, and then I got to go down there and play the organ for the service. When I tell y'all, I put every song a key higher than it was supposed to be. I played every song faster than it was supposed to be. Matter of fact, my brother Derek was with me because I hired Derek as my drummer. I was paying him 25 of the 250 I was getting. And I said, man, you gonna fire me and then want me to play? Ain't gonna be no anointing in this service. Gonna fire me and I still got to work? Oh no. We're gonna get through this service real quick and fast. Give me my money. He didn't give me my money until after service. Because had he gave me my money, I probably would have left with my money and got on out of there. I was young, I was 19. But I played everything wrong that service. Everything. Everything. It was one time, I was supposed to, and I ain't going to call the name of this church, I was supposed to get a job in Atlanta as a minister of music, and they had the new minister of music call me and tell me that he's been hired and I'm not getting the job. I can tell you who that was, but I ain't going to do it. Big, beautiful church. Back in 2008, I was supposed to move to Atlanta, picked out a house and everything. And they're going to have the new minister of music to email me, talking about, but you know, that's how things are. They better be glad they did it like that. And I wasn't there. Because you see, when you're firing these coaches in the NFL, watch this. These folks move their families there. They move their entire life there. And then you're going to fire this man while he's still in the stadium. Oh, listen here. Listen here. No, it wasn't a Kojic church. You remember, Danny, you remember. It wasn't a Kojic church. It was a mega church, Rick. And I had a conversation with my pops in 2008, and my pops was still living. He was like, you know, you got to do what you got to do. So he didn't want me to go, but they were offering me $1,583 a week. $1,583 a week. So allegedly, let me say allegedly because I don't know who watching this and trying to get me. There you go, allegedly. In case somebody watching this and they trying to get Pastor Wright, you ain't gonna get me. Tax man, you ain't gonna get me. Hello. So allegedly, and I was supposed to go down there and they sent me they hired another minister of music a couple of, maybe a month or so before I was going to go down there because he had just got fired from another mega church down there. He said, oh, we can get him. And he already here. And he emailed me. I was like, yo, something. But imagine had I went, if I was there, oh, it would have been smoke in the city. It would have been smoke in the city. You hear me? We've been playing shop music every day while we fighting. We've been fighting playing music. That would have been all the day long. So I hope the Jets, and somebody said it, I hope the Jets go ahead and get this coach. Because McCartney, first of all, the Green Bay Packers coach, what's his name, McCartney, he had the Super Bowl ring. He took them to the Super Bowl. So let McCartney let him come to the Jets. We'll treat you right. We ain't gonna fire you while you're at work. Y'all tell me, anybody ever got fired right after you finished working? I mean, blood, sweat, and tears, and you done finished working, you think you did a good job, and then they come and fire you? Listen, I'm slapping everybody. Everybody. You know what? And I never really had to fire a musician. I had one musician do me dirty. He kind of quit and didn't say nothing. And then didn't say nothing. Then I had a couple of part-time musicians that I let go because the other I had to do what I needed to do for the ministry. But I never fired nobody right there on the spot. Never. It always happened. Some folks would quit and they don't know they quit, and then different things like, oh, a whole bunch of stupid stuff. But I'm gonna get off of that But I gotta pick up my Giants. Giants did win. But the Giants are not going to the playoffs. Don't get hyped. Don't get hyped. The Giants. No, don't you do that, Ricky. Don't you do that, Ricky. Don't you. Pastor Ricky Richardson, don't you do that. Don't you do that. You see, my brother Danny said he got fired from Home Depot after work. But I guarantee you it didn't go the way they wanted it to go. I know my brother. I guarantee you he got out of there with more than what he wanted. He left there with more than what he needed. I know it. I know it. Especially, don't you fire me from a Home Depot or a Walmart. Fire me from Walmart after I done work. Whatever aisle you fire me in, wherever I am, whatever section, everything in that section coming with me. You better send me a letter. You better wait till I get in the parking lot. You better wait till I get far gone. You better call me. Hey, you on your way home? Okay, good. Got some news for you. You better wait till I get off the premises. All right? Ted, my boy Ted said at 5:01 they came and got him escorted. They escorted him out. That's how they better do. They escort you out before they fired you. Because if they fire you and then escort you out, it's gonna be a problem. They say, come on in the parking lot and have a conversation. You better have it out there. You ain't nowhere in the world you're gonna fire a coach, a black coach, and he's still in the stadium. I'm sorry, y'all. That don't work. You ain't gonna do that to me. I swear. Listen, I ain't even got to my car yet. And you talking about, I ain't even changed my clothes. And I'm fired? You can bet your sweet granny's drawers it ain't going down like that. And I did not fight. That situation didn't go like that, Rick. It did not go like that. We're going to talk off camera about that. Don't you stop with me. All right. Giants won yesterday. They are now 4-8. But the Giants waited too long to start playing ball. The Giants waited too long. And Saquon Barkley, y'all, I knew he was going to be something when they drafted him. They say, oh, they need a quarterback. And they did need a quarterback. But you couldn't pass up Saquon Barkley. This boy is jumping over people. This boy is jumping over people. You hear me? You ain't getting this Blazer Harper. This man is jumping over human beings. So the Giants won, but Giant fans, those of you that are way out there and wishful thinking, y'all not making the playoffs. It's too late. Y'all should have been playing like this from the beginning of the year. All right? Y'all waited too late to start balling. And they changed the game plan, and now they got you. Do you know who's throwing more? Who's really throwing the touchdowns? No, now. Guess who's throwing the touchdowns for the Giants? They got Odell Beckham back there throwing the ball, and that boy can throw it. It's not too many people that can catch balls and throw balls. Oh boy. I'm going to say that one more time. David Morgan, you hear me? There's not too many people that can catch balls and throw balls. Now, y'all take that how you want to take it. Y'all take that how you want to take it. Because we know what they say about Odell. We know what they say about Mr. Odell Beckham. I heard. It was reported to me that Odell Beckham and Dwight Howard got an apartment together in Atlanta. I'm just saying what I heard. It was allegedly. That boy, can't nobody throw the ball and catch the ball like Odell. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. All right. The Chiefs, I got to talk about, hold on. Beverly, where you at, Beverly? Here we go. What happened to the Carolina Panthers going to the Super Bowl? What happened to that? What happened to Cam Newton being this great, this and that and that and this? What happened to that? Carolina Panthers got beat so bad, and I'm trying to tell y'all, you see, I don't trust Cam Newton. You know why I don't trust him? Because he don't dress like somebody you should trust. Because some of the stuff, what you wear shows what's on your mind. I got a Christmas jacket on, so what's on my mind is Christmas. Cam Newton wears hats like my grandmother. Y'all saw him after that thing. Cam Newton wears hats like my grandma, and he wears curtains for outfits. He threw 4 interceptions yesterday. They were 6-2. They lost 4 in a row. Now they're 6-6, and they in jeopardy of not making the playoff. Cam Newton had on some jacket, and he ain't had no shirt on under the jacket. What kind of man don't wear a shirt under his jacket? A suit jacket, and he got all this showing. All the way down to his belly button. We don't want to see that. Matter of fact, this was just reported to me. Cam Newton, Odell Beckham, and Dwight Howard, they are now all living in the same apartment in Atlanta. That was reported to me. It was reported to me. And I want to know who's catching and throwing. Because let me tell you what you got. You got a thrower, you got a catcher, and you got a center, all in the same place. You heard me. I ain't scared. You got a thrower, a catcher, allegedly. This is allegedly. A thrower, a catcher, and a center, all in the same place. All in the same place. Who's catching, who's throwing, and who's the center? Well, we know what Dwight Howard is. I can say whatever I want as long as I say allegedly. Allegedly. It was reported to me. That's what my friend Reverend Errol Carter told me. He said, it was reported to me. Now, moving on from that, them Carolina Panthers had to fix them. Now, I got to talk serious, y'all. I got to talk about the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm proud of the Chiefs because they went out and they balled. David, come on. Jasper Willis, stop it, man. The Kansas City Chiefs went out and they balled and they won again because Pat Mahomes is the truth. But they had to go out there without their running back. What happened over the weekend? And listen to me. Let me say this. They had to release Kareem Hunt immediately. That's their running back. They had to release him. I believe that's his name, Kareem Hunt. Now, Kareem Hunt is a little different than the whole Ray Rice situation because Ray Rice was older and he was not the best running back. Kareem Hunt is only in his second or third year, rookie of the year before, and is one of the best running backs in the NFL, and they released him. I want to say this. There is never, ever a time when a man should put his hands on a woman. Never, ever. And I also agree that there is never, ever a time when a woman should put her hands on a man. Everybody, keep your hands to yourself. Let me put that out there. First things first. Everybody, keep your hands to yourself. All right? Now, what Kareem Hunt did, I saw the video. Some of y'all may not have seen the video, but I saw the video. And he got into it. It's not his wife. I don't even think it's his girlfriend. It wasn't his wife with Kareem Hunt. And I don't even think it was his girlfriend, but it was somebody he was rocking with. Something like that. Let's say that. They got into it. She was obviously drunk. Obviously drunk. And they got into it. And Kareem Hunt is black. This young lady is white. That's a whole nother part of the story. So they show on the video with Kareem Hunt, he's being held back. And he shoves her. He didn't hit her at first. He shoved her. And she went back, and then she went back after him. She kind of took a little swing and a little slap at him. That probably ain't going to do nothing. He's an NFL football player. Took a little swipe at him. Then he came back, and they were trying to hold him back again. And he pushed another guy into her, and she fell on the floor. I'm thinking that it's over. And then he's walking out. And they're trying to get him out. She's still on the floor. He comes back in while she's on the floor and kicks her. And then goes out. That's where my problem is. Because the Bible says that when temptation comes, God will make a way for you to escape. Now, if he had just shoved her, it may not have, we shouldn't do that either, but it'd be a little different. But if a woman is laying on the floor, if a woman is laying down on the floor, already drunk and have already fell and look like she hit her head when she fell or whatever, you on your way out the bed, you come back in and kick her while she's down, that's a punk. That's a punk move right there. And what's making it worse for him, because it would have been different, I hate to say it, but if it was a sister, one of our black women, it may not have blown up like this. But because that's a white girl, dude, when your NFL players, hear me, listen to me, when you're going to stop bothering with these white girls? What is wrong with, don't you know they bruise easy first? They bruise easy. You better get you a dark-skinned something. If you got that problem, you better get you one of them dark-skinned sisters. And another, on the real, a sister would probably hold him down. Like, no, I ain't going to press no charge. That's my dude or whatever. I ain't going to let it go that far, because if he lose his job, we all lose. But this white girl, first of all, she going to get some money from him. This dummy done lost his contract. And then you are at a hotel. There are cameras everywhere. Everywhere. Everywhere there's cameras. And here you go. You in the NFL. Got this major contract. Millionaire. And you get caught up like that. Now, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. And if y'all don't be honest, I'll call you out. Every married man in here, every married woman in here that's on this live, you've had an argument with your spouse. And you may have even pushed her or pushed him. But I never put my hands on my wife. I've shoved her and I've held her. Oh yeah, I'm a holding something. Oh, no hold. You ain't going nowhere. Nope. I'll hold. Oh, I'm a holding something, boy. You hear me? I'm a hold. I'll hold until I can't hold no more. I'll hold until help come. Cause you let some of these women go and they let them arms go. No. I can shoot. Listen, I can go into the holding Olympics. I know how to hold. But I would never push my wife on the ground and then stomp her and kick her while she's on the ground. What kind of punk gonna do that? kind of punk gonna do that? So now they had to let him go. They let him go immediately. Y'all ain't gonna say nothing. Ain't nobody never held their wife? Come on. Ain't nobody never held hold on. Stop swinging. Hold on. Y'all ain't never held. Amen. You never, then he gonna kick her while she on the ground? The devil is a lie. So I'm hoping that the boy gets another shot, because I don't like to see nobody lose out like that. I'm hoping, I hoping that somebody picks him up and he learns a lesson from this. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It seems like when they thank you, Bishop. I held my wife. Bishop said, yeah, I held mine. Thank you. Thank you, Willis. I know they are. You can't have no. You ain't really married until you had an argument, until you had a disagreement. Your marriage gets stronger with disagreements and arguments. Your wife don't love you unless she tried to hit you. Yeah, let me tell you that. How about that? If your wife ain't never been mad enough to punch you in the face, then she don't love you. And when she go, hold, don't hit. Listen, hold. Ain't nobody going to jail for holding. I'm trying to teach you something, trying to learn you something. Me and my wife been married 17 years, going on 18 years. Don't nobody go to jail for holding. Let the cops come. Oh, he was holding me for dear life. I thought I was going to die. He was holding me and he wouldn't let me go. I'm going to tell the cops, that's right, I wouldn't let her go. I let her go, she going to swing all over me, and then you're going to call the ambulance for me. You don't go to jail for holding. Had he held that white woman, and that's on camera, I would have, listen, that white woman who came at me, I would have held her and looked at the camera. Camera, look, I'm not swinging on her, I'm not kicking her, I'm not punching her, but I'm sure enough hold her until help comes. And he would still have a job today. That's what they need to teach these boys when they come in from college and they come to the NFL. They need to teach them how to hold. So I hope the boy get another shot, but the Chiefs look good without him. Because I picked the Chiefs to go to the Super Bowl because of him. Because I know Pat Mahomes is balling, but when you ain't got that running game to go with that quarterback, then they can focus right on the quarterback. But Pat Mahomes was balling yesterday. So they looking good. They looked good yesterday, but I'm praying that Kareem Hunt gets help. I pray that he gets help, and I pray that somebody gives him another chance. He can't play no more this year, but maybe next year, we all deserve another chance. That's what they want. They want to stop us from getting our bread anyway. And he did something dumb. He did something stupid. He was apologetic. He came on TV and came on there and he apologized. All right? So I hope he gets another shot. But they said if they ain't giving Kaepernick another shot, why would they give Kareem Hunt another shot? And Kaepernick ain't did nothing wrong. All he did was take a knee. So I'm hoping and praying that he gets another shot. And I think Kaepernick going to be in there next year. I think he's going to be in the league next year. I got to talk about the NBA, y'all. And I want to get y'all's opinion before I move to the NBA. Do y'all think Kareem Hunt should be banned for life from the NBA? For this one mistake? Do you think he should be banned for life? You think about that. Now, I'm going to the NBA. My Knicks, y'all. Can I tell y'all about my New York Knicks? The Milwaukee Bucks are the best team in the East, I say. The Milwaukee Bucks are one of the best teams in the East. And they came to Madison Square Garden the other day the Steelers got robbed, Willis. They came to Madison Square Garden the other day like they going to beat the Knicks, like we some chumps or something. We ain't no chumps. I met Joe Kim Noah the other night too. And this is what I did. I went to the Brooklyn Nets game with all Knick gear on. And I was the only one in the whole stadium that had on Knick gear. And I was not scared of nobody. And I met Joakim Noah, who was on the Knicks. I got a picture with him, and I said, hey, look at me. And he said, you got the wrong clothes on. I said, no, I don't. I do not. I ain't scared of you, Joakim Noah. That's a big boy. Hold on. That's a big boy. All right, Joakim, you got that. But the Knicks, they beat the Bucks in overtime, and they call him the Greek Freak. I don't know how to say his real name. But I think it's like Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Something like that. Nobody dunks on him. Nobody dunks on the Greek Freak. But do you know what happened at Madison Square Garden? We got a white boy by the name of Super Mario Hezonja. He dunked on that Greeky Freaky. And after he dunked on him and the Greek Freak fell on the floor, he walked over him. He walked over him like he was nothing. Don't you start talking about no Celtics, Nigel. Later for the Celtics. The Knicks beat the Celtics last week like they stole something. You ain't nobody beating my Knicks. Because now them rookies are starting to play. Yeah, we came back from behind. If we keep coming from behind like this, we're going to have to get Dwight Howard. Oh. You know what? I shouldn't have said that. You know what? Oh, my Lord. Yeah, but that Greek Freak got dunked on, and now Kevin Knox is starting the ball. Mitchell Robinson starting the ball. Everybody's starting, all these rookies starting the ball now. And the Knicks got the Wizards tonight. Oh, my goodness. Wait a minute. Hold on, watch this. Okay, Google, who do the Knicks play tonight?
Today, the Knicks will be playing the Wizards at 7:30 p.m.
That's my assistant, y'all. Watch this. Okay, Google, who does Dwight Howard play for?
Dwight Howard's team is the Washington Wizards.
I got a feeling that we're going to come from behind again tonight. I got a feeling. Because we play the Wizards. And we got Dwight Howard. I got a feeling that we're going to have to come from behind. I'm going to call the Knicks and let them know. We can't come from behind. We got to start the game in front. Oh, you know what? Go Knicks. Let's go Knicks. I'm out of here, y'all. Tune in to Church Guys Like Sports too. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 12 noon. I promise you, you're going to laugh and we're going to have fun. All right? Love y'all. Peace.